Life's nothing less than sublime. With every thought I make, every last breath I take, may I be gracious and kind. Love, I invite you to open up this heart of mine. Love, cover me, light any darkness. Love, cover me, right every wrong. Cause me to see love over hatred. Guide me to be faithful and strong. Love, cover me. Love, cover me. Kindness wash over me. Make me a symphony. Play every note you can find. Make me reverberate. Gently deactivate. Soul to flow out of my mind. Find me a melody. Dance and let my anthem be. Love, cover me, light any darkness. Love, cover me, right every wrong. Cause me to see love over hatred, and guide me to be faithful and strong. Love, cover me. Love, cover me. Feel free to sing along if you want to. One word. Love, 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 love. Love, 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 love. Love, cover me. I will not be shaken. I will not be moved. Love, cover me. May my heart awaken. Tenderness be proved. Love, cover me. Love, cover me. Love, cover me. Love, cover me. Let's just stay right there with it. Love, cover me. Love, cover me. Love, cover me. Love, cover me. Love, I invite you to open up this heart of mine. Love, cover me, light any darkness. Love, cover me, right every wrong. Cause me to see love over hatred, and guide me to be faithful and strong. Love, cover me. Sing with me. Love, cover me. It's gonna be okay now. Love, cover me. Love, cover me. All right, one word if you want to sing. Love, 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 love. Love, love, love.
Good morning. It is a happy Sunday, and it also happens to be Memorial Day weekend. And so, one of the things I learned a few years ago from a friend who was in the military and did multiple tours overseas is that it's not really Happy Memorial Day because it is a time really of sort of more of a solemn approach, understanding that many people have given their lives in the military here in the United States for senseless wars. But we want to honor their bravery, honor their commitment, and honor their desire to really fight for what they believe is the cause of freedom and liberty. And so we honor all of those, especially those who've given the ultimate sacrifice, and that is their life. So it is Memorial Day weekend, and it is Memorial Day actually tomorrow. And so again, we honor those who have given their lives for the cause of freedom. And then we look at our world and we see what's happening in the world. We see what's happening in the United States. And I think sometimes we wonder. I know some veterans actually who are friends who wonder about the time that they spent serving in the military and what has become of this country. And so, especially for them, I send out an extra special bit of love to you and appreciation for you and your commitment to the cause of actual freedom, liberty, and justice for all people, not just a few, but for all people. And so we stand in remembrance. But also, in remembrance, I wanted to share with you because last week was our picnic Sunday. I missed that because I was on sabbatical and at a conference where I really got a lot of confirmation and affirmation. Many of you know I've said this to you a few times that I have been writing a lot. I've been journaling a lot, and then writing a lot of things really since Easter Sunday of 2024. And some of the stuff that's been coming to me and through me and onto, I was going to say onto the page, I guess you could say a page, but digital page in my computer or on my iPad. A lot of what's been coming through me, at times I've thought, well, that's a little strange. I don't know if I'm going to share that or not. And then I really got a chance to hear some confirmation in this conference last weekend that helped me to put a little bit of actually scientific language in new science, scientific language around a few things that I've been working with in my soul. Here's where I'd like to go today. You know, we started the 1st of May with May Day, and that was our series. And I said to you, it may only be one session in that series. It ended up being two. I actually had written a third one, but I don't feel drawn to go there today. So I'm going to go here. And if I was going to title this, which I really have not formally titled this, but if I was going to, it would be titled Remembering Why We Are Here and Who We Really Are. One of the things that I have come to really understand is that a lot of the issues in humanity, in the world of religion and in politics and governmental systems, and even our interactions with each other, whether you're of a different race or different religious expression or different orientation, whatever it may be, a lot of the differences that we have seen to be such stark differences and contrast, the reason that we see them that way is because we have basically been told we are victims of our circumstance. We've been told that this is just the way it is. And there has been a whole installation of a program that has essentially dumbed down the greatness that we have within us. And I have been saying to you since I've been a part of First Unity Spiritual Campus, since I have been a part of One Love Consciousness movement, I have been driven, really pushed to share with you the powerful magnificence that you are, the awesomeness that is on the inside of you and that is showing up as you. And I felt even more juiced about that from the conference this last weekend to more than ever before, especially between now and 2030, to be sharing this message as loudly and as clearly as possible. Because I really believe that once again, we're going through another wave of essentially attack on our divinity. We are human divine beings. We are God-like. We are created by a creator. We are creative as a creator, and we are creating as a creator. We have the same installation and the same operating system within us as the source is. You are essentially the offspring of the divine, and we've been taught that we're less than who we really are. So I just want to say this loudly and clearly. You are not what you were told you were. You are not a victim of your circumstances. We don't live in a cause and effect world. That's an old science. We live in a world where we can actually cause an effect by purposefully and intentionally activating our divinity. I want to continue to preach to that, for lack of better terms, continue to speak to that. I'm even rolling out a school around that whole idea. It's the school of human divinity and human divine, because I want to continue to, from the mountaintops and from the rooftops, make this declaration, because we are again under attack. It's the age-old good versus evil. And let me tell you how I define evil, because I don't define it the way I did when I was growing up. I define evil as anything that keeps you from your divinity. So any idea that keeps you from your divinity is evil. Any idea that makes you feel less than your divine self is evil. That's actually the definition of evil to me. And the definition of divinity or human divinity is actually your ability to transcend what has been perceived human limitations. And I want us to continue to stir that up within us in this community. And here we are, remembering why we are here and ultimately who we are. So let me share a few thoughts with you that I've written down for today, and some things that I don't want to get away from sharing with you. And that is this opening. We are here to wake up, shake up, and rise up. Type that in the comments, if you will. Make it personal. I am here to wake up, to shake up, and to rise up. Put that in the comments. And not just put it in the comments. Don't just say it with your mouths. Don't just type it with text, but let your body feel what that feels like. That I am in this season. I'm in this time. I'm on the planet at this appointed time to wake up. So that's the first thing I'm doing, is I'm working on me to wake up, and then to shake up. I'm here to shake some things up. And I'm here to rise up. Rise up into what? Rise into your highest and greatest good, which is your divinity within your humanity. I've said to you before, I'll say this again, it's going to be a repeated refrain. We are part of a generation and an orientation that's redeeming thousands of generations of people and humans who did not recognize their divinity. Many of them had flashes of it. Listen, the only reason we even know about Jesus Christ and Siddhartha Gautama and Lao Tzu and Muhammad, the only reason we know about these individuals and the only reason they stand out is because the rest of the human race didn't realize they were divine humans or human divinity. They're not supposed to stand out. And they told us that. Jesus told us he was not supposed to stand out. He told us, the things you see me do, you shall do also, in greater shall you do, because he was actually prophesying that humanity would wake up to the truth of who we are, sons and daughters of God, as the offsprings of divine. He believed we would wake up. And I believe that as we're waking up, we're coming to a place now, we're going to reach critical mass, and we're literally going to shift the consciousness of the planet. And that's why there's an all-out battle against that, to try to lull us back to sleep again. And here's the trick. It's either I can get you to believe that whole groups of people that are not like you are evil, or I can get you so angry at what we're doing that I've got you trapped on the other side. In either way, they have your energy. This is why it's important to stay in love, stay in peace, stay in joy, stay in truth. We are here to manifest a new earth. We are here to manifest and bring forth and build and construct and architect a world that is more equitable, equal, and is determined to live love, joy, peace, empathy, sympathy, healing, forgiveness. Those are all divine attributes, and they're all human divinity. And we're here to live that out. So as this shift happens, keep in mind that the discomfort that will come from it, or even the pain that you may be experiencing pain right now and discomfort. Maybe there's a sense that what's going on in the outer world is actually affecting your inner world. And in some way, there is a pressure from the external, but it's not punishment. It's preparation. It's not punishment. It's positioning. The universe is bringing you are on the verge of unfolding as your true and authentic, truly developed spiritual self. And it is not punishment, it is preparation. When the dying paradigm is dying off and the new is rising, it's disorienting. But I've said to you before that most of us as human beings, we don't reorient until we first disorient. I know how it feels when everything seems to fall apart all at once. I know how it feels when the plans that once felt certain begin to dissolve out from under you. This has already happened to me more than one time. I'm going through another level of awakening, but I've been here before. And this is why I've been writing about it, because I realized that the reason I never fit in was because I didn't belong in the old paradigm. I belonged to a new world. One of the reasons you feel like you've never fit in, one of the reasons you feel like you live on the island of misfit toys is because you were not a part of that world. You're called to this new world. When people you counted on drift away, it's painful. When the structures you built start crumbling beneath you, you tell yourself maybe it's just a phase. You try to talk yourself out of the pain so that you don't experience a high level of trauma. But then you wonder if you've misaligned or maybe you've missed something. Sometimes you start to panic. But maybe just maybe nothing's going wrong. Maybe something is being realigned in your life. Maybe that's all that's happening, is that it's not wrong. You're just setting yourself up for another level of alignment. Maybe what looks like delay is actually sacred recalibration. Maybe you're in the process of upgrading and recalibrating, and that's causing you to recalculate what you have believed. Maybe the version of you who could receive what you've asked for is finally beginning to emerge out of you. The things you've been trying to manifest, you found it hard for them to come into your life. But see, the universe doesn't need you to be a better person. It doesn't need you to qualify for the gift. It just needs you to be in position to receive it. And so the expansion you've been feeling is all about the process of aligning yourself with that vibrational frequency. Everything that isn't compatible with that frequency of your true, authentic, and fully developed self is being moved out of the way. It's being burnt away. This is part of the thing that you don't get told when it comes to meditation most of the time. Most of the time, people don't want to talk about this part. But when you begin vibrating at a new level, even slightly, the quantum field begins to reorganize to match your life. And that's what you're experiencing. And that reorganization, it can look like chaos. It can look like catastrophic events. But what if it's not catastrophe? What if it's catalyst? Let me ask that question again. What if what you're experiencing is not catastrophic, but it's catalyst? You feel like you're moving backward. You feel like the vision may be slipping. But what is really slipping away is the identity that no longer resonates with your next timeline, with your next entity. The next version of you is not going to continue to deal with the vibrational frequency of the old version of you. What's really slipping away is the identity that no longer serves you. So the confusion, the disappointment, the discomfort, they're not punishment. They're signs that the field is adjusting your external reality to match the frequency you've been calling in through your spiritual practice and through manifestation. That's not misalignment. That's momentum. Can you hear that? That's not misalignment. That's momentum. You're not malfunctioning. You're waking up. I think I put that up in a post like a week ago. And I said, you're not malfunctioning, you're awakening. And when you wake up from a stupor, from a sleep, when you wake up, it's often very disorienting until you get your feet under you. And we're in that process, remembering why we're here. We are here to wake up. Type that into the comments, if you will. Come on, let's interact together today. Type that into the comments. I am here to wake up, shake up, and rise up. So when we're talking about awakening, let's look at a few of the stages of awakening. This is what I believe personally that I've experienced in my life. I'll share it with you and see if it resonates with you. But before we do that, here's an affirmation. I'm going to ask you to say this aloud wherever you are. Consider typing it into the comments. I said this 2 weeks ago, and I think it needs to be a resounding theme for us. I am not a reactive receiver. I am a conscious conductor. I am not a reactive receiver. I am a conscious conductor. I'm being intentional about understanding that I am a conductor of divine presence. And so here are the stages of awakening. First, awakening happens to me. It happens to you. That's the first stage. The first stage is that it happens to you. And some feel like when it first comes on, it feels like a heavy weight. It feels like a major shift. It feels like, oh, shift, what's happening? So it's happening to you. I'm experiencing the energy of awakening coming from the source. And so it's in some way, it's touching my life through in surges and in spurts. And at first, it can actually feel like a very strange emotion and a strange feeling because it's happening to me. But then the next stage is that it's happening for me. There's a recognition in me as I'm starting to wake up. Oh no, this wasn't happening to me. This whole time this was happening for me. This is serving my highest good. And you begin to embody the awakening. And then it moves to happening by me. And what I mean is now the tool is in my hand. Now I recognize that this was for me, not to me. It was for me. And now I start working with it. I start working in partnership with this divine awakening. I'm realizing my place in the vibrational field is to be the awakening. So it's happening by me. And I circulate that, as St. Paul said, to stir up the gift that's within you. I start stirring up the gift that's within me. Then the next stage is that awakening then moves through me. So first it was happening to me. And then I woke up and I realized it was happening for me. When I realized it was happening for me, it started happening by me. I started getting in partnership and playing along on my own team and helping to wake myself up further. And then I realized I'm not just here to wake up on my own. I'm also here to help others wake up. And it's flowing through me. So I started allowing my vibrational awakened field to move through me into the world around me. And I realized that I'm an awakening agent. And then the next stage is that it begins to awaken as me, or the awakening starts happening as me. In other words, I am showing up in everyday life as awakened beingness. Not only have I made contact with the quantum field of all that's possible, but now I have become a connector. I have started living out that awakening. And as a result of that, I start to minister, for lack of better terms, to the world around me. And I realize that I'm a healer. I'm one who, I don't seek love, I am love. I don't seek joy, I am joy. I'm not looking for peace, I am peace. I am showing up as those things. I am showing up in the awakened state. You see, the thing is, we're moving from decadence. Michael Beckwith calls it decadence. And I like the way he says that because he's talking about the decay and the density that we see in the decay in the world. We see the systems of our world falling apart, dismantling, falling apart, dissolving. He said, we're moving from decadence, or I said, we're moving from decadence into a new cadence. And that cadence is in sync and in syncopation with pure presence. So decadence makes way for a new cadence. This current chaos is a catalyst in disguise. This current disillusionment is giving way to new levels of evolution. So the disillusion is leading to evolution. Any of this that resonates with you, type it in the comments. This disillusion is giving way to evolution. And I love this one. The disintegration is leading me toward a full integration of my divine human self. I'm coming into full alignment with the truth of who I am. And as a result of that, all of the things that are not me are burning off. They're burning away. And so here's how I deal with the change and the shift as it's happening in my life. Change, transmutation, and transformation. How do I deal with it? Number one, I accept the change. Somebody say, I accept the change. I accept it. I accept it as a part of growth and a part of the reality of this journey. And then I allow the change. Now, this is where it gets a little harder. It calls us forward to get a little more surrendered to the situation. I allow the change. You may as well allow it. It's going to happen. If you don't allow it, it just becomes really hard work for you. But I accept the change. I allow the change. And here's what happens at the next level. I manage the change. Now, notice I didn't say control it. You can forget controlling the change, but you can manage the change. Remember, everything is energy, and energy cannot be created and it cannot be destroyed, but you can shape it and you can aim it and you can move it about. It's almost like Play-Doh. The dough itself is not going anywhere, but you can play with it. So I'm managing the change. And then lastly, I fully embody the change. I welcome it. I recognize that once I was a caterpillar, but I was meant to fly, and I welcome and embody the change. I become the change. And now I'm moving with it. It's the dance. This is not something that we have to force. You just enjoy the process of moving with the rhythm of change, and you become an embodier of change. That's what I call unified consciousness. That's what I call unified field. And that is unified frequency. See, the universe is not waiting for you to work harder or for you to become a better person or for you to become more worthy. The universe is not even looking for you to quote unquote do all of the right things. The universe is waiting for your alignment. The gift that comes from God is not about your worthiness or you deserving it. It's about your readiness. Can I say that one more time? The manifestation, what you're working on manifesting into your life, what you've been working on, you don't have to work on anymore. Let it go. Surrender to it. Plant the seed, walk away. Don't dig up the seed. Plant the seed, walk away, because it's not about you deserving it. It's about you being ready for it. And that's where we are here at this season. So we are here to wake up, shake up, rise up. And we are a part of that generation and orientation that is essentially healing thousands of generations. Here's what's amazing and really cool is that I believe that as we reach this critical mass, because quantum physics tells us that all information, past, present, and future, are all in the quantum field right now. Everything you'll ever need in consciousness is already in there. Everything that's ever happened in the past, already in that quantum field. And for many of us, it's already in our DNA. It's already in our cells. We have held the cellular memory of those who've passed down their traumas, those who have passed down their regrets, those who have passed down that's why the Bible even says that the sins of the father are passed on to the children to 7 generations and beyond. Here's what I believe we're here to do. We are here to remember who we are, to remember why we're here, to wake up, to heal. And when we do, when we recognize our human divinity, when we really recognize it, not just in words, but in our feeling state, because the universe responds not to your words, but to how you feel. We really begin to feel our divinity. It's going to be retroactive, and it's going to heal the cells in our body that have held past trauma that weren't even our doing. They were passed down from generation to generation. We're going to redeem the time. and cure the dis-ease that has been passed down. So I'm inviting us to consider this. I don't know where we're headed over the next few months, but I can tell you this. I am completely and totally prepared to live to the fullest, my divine nature. And I'm inviting just a few of you to come along with me. So take a moment, if you will. Receive a deep breath. And let it go. Holy Presence, thank you. Thank you for the revelation of the truth of who we are. Help us to wake up, to shake up, and to rise up into the truth of who we are. Give us the ability to bravely and confidently and courageously let go of the identity of who we used to be, and to rise into the truth of who we are becoming. Guide and direct this path. Everyone who is on it together, guide us. We know that we are here on purpose and for a reason. And in this season, we commit, we take that responsibility seriously. And we choose to walk it out in the name and the nature of the indwelling presence. And so it is. Let me say thank you to everyone who has contributed to today's service. Thank you so much for the music, for the readings, for the meditations. Thank you to all of our spiritual support teams, to everybody who is engaged and involved. I appreciate you so much. And I love you. In just a little bit, we're going to be, of course, having our 11 o'clock celebration service. I encourage you to stay around for that and to enjoy that. So check that out, firstunity.org or First Unity Spiritual Campus on Facebook and YouTube. Also, if you are not a sustaining partner of this community, please consider doing so, and the ways to give are coming up on the screen. I love you all. Now go and make it a great day, because you can. Peace.